Well, good day, folks. We've reached the end of 2024 as of today. Tomorrow we'll be waking up to 2025, and I hope it's going to be a great year for everyone. For today, I've got a couple of eBay packages in. A couple purchases I made. I haven't opened these yet, so we're going to open them together and see how well I did. So let's start with this one here. Okay, so this one is a Remington. It was advertised as a 1930s Remington Stockman. Overall, not too terrible. We've got some recessing of the covers, a couple spots. This is synthetic covers, so we'll give it a mineral oil bath, and hopefully we can fix that up a little bit. But if it is as advertised, the knife's almost 100 years old, so you can expect a little bit. I was really drawn to the acorn shield. So we've got two back springs. Everything looks pretty tight there. This spring is a little bit wider, so we'll assume there's two blades running off of that one. No, just a single blade by the looks of it. Everything looks pretty tight. Got a clip point blade. Not too terrible. Looks like somebody sharpened it with a pull through. A bit scratched up here, but not too bad. Still lots of meat left on the blade. Slight bit of snap, but we can bring that back. And there is your Remington tank stamp. No half stops. Decent snap on the close. There is your sheep's foot. Now that's seen a little more wear. Slightest little bit of a swedge on the one side. Very shallow nail nick. That blade's seen some use. A little bit of an edge to it, but nothing we can't deal with. Not much snap. But some cleaning should take care of that. There's some dirt on the springs. Not much snap on the close. This was obviously the more used blade on the knife, so that's to be expected. And then here, what I thought was interesting was instead of a pen blade, we have an awl. Not much of an edge on it. A little bit of a snap. Some tarnish, not much for rust. Somebody may have tried, maybe the seller tried to do a bit of a cleanup on it. See some, might have been a light sandpaper or something like that. Feel some grit in the pivot. See, there's some quite a bit of dirt on the spring. Slight snap to the close. We should be able to get the snap back just by cleaning the dirt out. Here we have it. Should clean up well and do something to reprofile that blade a little bit. Main blade's in pretty good shape. Do love that acorn shield though. Close length is pretty much bang on 4 inches. The clip point is pretty much bang on 4 inches with a 2 2/3 blade. There is project number 1. And let's have a look at number 2. This one I'm hopeful for. I was kind of excited about this one. So it comes with a sheath, but I don't believe it was the original sheath, just by looking at it. Sheath says Japan, so I know right off the bat it's not the original sheath. Seems to be in decent shape though. Not a bad little sheath. Well, wonky there. Here is the knife. And this one is a bird knife. And it is from that wildlife collection by Camillus. And that, what is that? It looks like a goose. I'll have to look that up. I've seen a lot of people with these knives, and I really like them. HT over there at HT's EDC, All Herald, he's got a few from the collection. They tend to run a pretty hefty price. I got I think a decent price on this one. Everything looks good on the back springs. It's obviously been used and carried. A little bit of paint or something right there. Nice jigged covers. I want to say those are real bone, but the dye looks pretty even. So it could be a Delrin or a synthetic. Everything's nice and flush. Yeah, I'm going to say, yeah. What am I thinking? With the inset shield like that, I'm pretty sure that's synthetic. But you have a hook for when you're cleaning your game bird to remove some of the contents of the inside of the bird, say. Decent snap. No wobble or anything, seems tight. Yeah. See there, a long clip point. And American Wildlife. Camillus, New York, USA. Oops, sorry. Camillus, New York, USA. So snap there. Nice and tight. Overall length, or excuse me, closed length is about an eighth shy of 4 inches. Clip point is pretty much bang on 3 inches, about a 2.5 inch cutting surface. It's nice in the hand. You would think that would be a bother, but actually gives you a nice little finger choil right in there. Nice purchase. Not much of an edge on the blade, but we'll fix that. Doesn't look like it had a lot of use. Blade isn't particularly marked up or anything. Little bit of dings along the blade, but nothing serious. Channels look pretty good. A little bit of schmutz in there. But this was carried, it wasn't carried a lot, or it was looked after pretty good. I guess that's stainless steel, just by the look of it. A few little marks, but nothing major. Nice tight spring, a little lazy half stop. Number 17 there, I'm assuming that's the knife in the series. I snapped her close. Not bad. So that should, won't be a big cleanup, just a polish, get that little bit of paint or whatever is off on there. Off quite easily. Too bad. Alignment, we're a little to the file side there with the blade. Don't think that showed any scratching on the tip. The slightest little bit of rub, just right there on the tip maybe. Alignment on the hook looks good. Pretty nifty little knife. I have to be very careful how I polish that shield, because that's obviously just a plastic over whatever that critter is. I want to say that's a goose. Looks like a goose to me. A nice little knife. I've been wanting one from this wildlife collection for a while. They're very pricey, so I was happy to find this one on a decent deal. There we go. Next two projects in the wind. This one's obviously going to take the most work. At least everything's good and tight on it. Let's see what I can do if I can bring those covers back. Synthetic, probably not. Bolsters are good and tight. So I think that's just the, oh yeah, you can see it separating a bit here. We'd clean that dirt out of there. We can get those to set down again. Wonder what just the slightest amount of heat would do. Soften that up, clamp it, and maybe it hardens back into place. I'll have to research that. But other than the covers and the spade blade being a little worn, we'll get the snap back to her. Everything else seems nice and tight. I just thought it was cool. This one had it all. Something different. Well, that'll be it for today, folks. Those of you celebrating tonight, have a lot of fun ringing in the new year. Please be safe. If you drink or do other things, please don't drive. Don't get your 2025 off to a really bad start for yourself or somebody else. That being said, I wish you all a safe, happy, healthy, prosperous new year. And hey, if you like the video, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. I do love to see the comments. And with that said, we'll see you all in 2025. If you get a chance, get out to the woods. You probably got the day off tomorrow or today, depending on when I post this. So get yourself out to the woods. Hang out with some trees. Listen to some birds. Take a knife with you. Might just come in handy. Y'all take care.